He's excited for the postseason.
Crowder was almost invisible in the last game against the Spurs as Keldon Johnson gets the bucket.
I like it. Free shot there for Lonnie.
Mikal Bridges as he moves around Drew Eubanks and throws it down. Mikal Bridges averaging a career-high 13 points.
You've got to provide some type of help from the weak side. Bridges able to beat Eubanks on the perimeter, gets an easy dunk.
And Devin Booker steps into an open three and knocks it down. You know they will play on Wednesday. Spurs won for their first 6 as they come out of the timeout. Patty Mills changes that in a hurry as he hits the strings with a 3.
And our guys executed to perfection.
This is Patty's first start of the season. It's his first start since November 19th of last year in Washington.
To better help out when Devin Booker gets the ball.
Lonnie Walker, no, Eubanks the save, but he bounces it right to Crowder. And here's Chris Paul in transition. Crowder, extra pass, Bridges, open 3. He rent a plane, get up there, hug Tim, and then come back in time for the game.
Yeah.
Said he'd never rented a plane before in his life, so he didn't know how it would actually work.
Yeah.
In San Antonio, nonetheless.
An underrated player, too, let me tell you. I've faced him a ton in practice, and I still have nursing those burn. We want to wish that on him.
That's true. Not necessarily the awards you want to win, especially if you're Dwayne Casey.
Yeah, right.
It's Devin Booker, lights out from downtown early.
Falls through with a nice contest. It's a hard matchup on the perimeter. You have to guard Devin Booker one-on-one.
Big body gets inside Keldon Johnson. 10 on the shot clock for Trey Jones, who throws it away. And Bridges gets it back from Cameron Payne and lays it up and in.
He knows how to play the game. Spending 4 years in college definitely helps.
His 3rd season out of Ohio State. This is his 29th game. He's averaging 2 points and a rebound. Good IQ, always in the right spot on both ends of the floor. And right on cue.
There you go.
Left-hand layup there for Keita Bates-Diop. Here come the Suns with just over 2 minutes to go in the first, up 15. And that's Booker inside on the feed from Cameron Payne. Booker backs his way in on Quindary. That guy is instant offense.
He's a handful. But in that situation there, it's hard to come all the way across the court to help.
19 is the Suns' largest lead here late in the first. Trey Jones able to get the friendly roll.
Just a great pickup for them. Solid defensive player. And has the ability to shoot the 3 ball as well.
And more fast break points there for the Suns as Bridges lays it up and in.
That's what I talked about.
They controlled that series for the most part. Who knows what happens? And still, here's Chris Paul. 16 seasons, has yet to play in an NBA final.
Well, not everybody gets to play in an NBA. Waits for his shooter to free up, and he delivers the pass.
Ron Carter had 17 in the last meeting against the Spurs. And it's Gorgie Jang paying tribute to Tim Duncan. Going
bank. To say. Timmy Duncan night, he's banking it off the glass.
And Chris Paul with the answer the other way. Gorgie Jang, that's Kaminsky up, kicks it back out to Patty. Back to Gorgie, and lays it up and in.
Going to have time to work on it this summer. So, Keldon obviously is a hard worker, and I just can't imagine that he's not going to try to improve that shot. He just adds that consistency from beyond the arc, and you got a terrific player.
Cameron Payne, the 3, and a timeout by the Spurs. It's all about, of course, load management, rest, which clearly the Spurs do need, and that's why DeMar DeRozan and Jakob Poeltl aren't playing today. As Keldon Johnson uses his big body to get inside and get an and one. There's Eubanks with the defense inside on Dario Saric. In transition, Keldon for 3. Got it!
Good shot there from Keldon. Alone and Gary Payton on him on that ball club, and Detroit still mopped the floor with him. So that was a tremendous finals victory.
Led by as many as 21 in this game. Leaded by 13 as Chris Paul eyes up the 3.
I just did a great job hiding behind that screen. Get him to fall, but I love the movement from our guys at possession. Mixed up the Suns. And you find yourself with a wide open look, but then Devin Booker, he just makes it look easy. And there have been good looks too, Dan. It's not like they've been really well contested 3 balls. There have been a lot of wide open shots.
Vassell step back jumper gets the friendly roll. Paul pull up from the elbow.
Oh, that was a subtle little ball fake there. Froze the defense.
That's where his bread is buttered. Devin Vassell, nice move. Suns lead is 18. Booker Finds an open Bridges in the corner for three, and he looked like he was in no man's land, and Bridges bails him out.
That's right.
Number 10, they await an opponent, and that will be decided tomorrow when the Grizzlies go to San Francisco to meet the Warriors, and the loser of that game will be the Spurs opponent.
A lot of great players throughout the years. I was just fortunate to be able to play with both those guys.
It's by 28 here, 75-47. These two teams will meet again tomorrow. Same time, same place, Devin Booker.
That's
in
how
either conference.
That's how it always is. Every year. But you got to say, thank goodness for the play-in game.
Congratulations.
Chuck Person could shoot it. Boy, he could shoot it. But Chuck he could just score from anywhere. And I've said it numerous times that Chuck Person, he was a master. He could put the ball in the hole.
And Patty back-to-back buckets now with 8 points.
Got my legs back. They were fresh. I was ready to go.
I guess the question, Sean, is Coach Pop's going to be back tomorrow, we understand. Do any of those guys play tomorrow?
But LeBron James has been sidelined for a long time. Do you want to take on the Clippers in the first round?
Well, that was why the Clippers lost last night against the Houston Rockets.
Obviously, Kevin Garnett, that was always a good matchup. And Amari Stoudemire, boy, he was a terror.
Yes, he was. Keldon Johnson. As Booker goes back to the bench. And Cameron Payne. Well, you talk about a guy who has really found a home. Bates Diop, Trey Jones, Gorgie Jang, and Keldon Johnson. And another putback for Torrey Craig.
Oh, so I'm being told Timmy made 30. Obviously, he was going to defend and play defense, but when the game was on the line, you could throw the ball down to Timmy Duncan, the low block, who's going to score. I
mean, if Andre Drummond is taking threes right now, I guess it's not a reach to ask Tim Duncan to take three-pointers.
Right.
Trey Jones. Backs his way off Kaminsky, and nice play there by Trey Jones. Torrey Craig showing his range now, knocks down the three.
And you consider that the Suns still fighting for that number one spot. They're going to play everybody, as many healthy bodies as they have. I mean, you figured this was going to be a tough game to kind of keep up.
Gorgie Jang, opening minutes here of the fourth quarter, spins away from Kaminsky, knocks down the jumper.
He's got that turnaround working.
And the cell pushes it out to Quindary Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon ran into the tank that was Frank Kaminsky, and we'll get the AM1. And Langston Galloway knocks down
there from Galloway. And again, just took his time.
Vassell in the paint. A little hop step there for Devin Vassell. Eubanks working on his third double-double of the season. He's got 9 points, 9 rebounds. Jalen Smith, the rookie of the putback dunk. 18 points, 10 rebounds.
Got that mid-range game working.
And Vassell running the floor, rewarded by Keita Bates-Diop.
A little inspired play by our guys late. Lots of great players, but George, put the franchise on the map. He really did. He was the reason I was a Spurs fan way back in the day.
I play now, I'm going to get picked by a bad team. We're going to lose, and I'm not going to get to play again for another hour. But if I...
Sacramento tomorrow night.
That's an 8 o'clock start.
Let's see if Sacramento wants to truly play the spoiler.
And that will wrap this one up again.